why I started Aluka. I guess it comes back to me being a firm believer that property's not just property management, it's not just sales, there's a lot more to it than that. And we wanted to create something unique and special in the marketplace where anyone who owns property, who has aspirations to own property, can come to one company, deal with one person for all things property related. So whether it's buying an investment property, selling their first family home, buying a first home, no matter what it is, we are the best people obviously to provide that service, and we've attracted the best people that we believe are obviously suited to help our clients. Different to the competition, I don't know if we have competition because there's no one out there that I believe does what we do. There's a lot of agencies out there that do property management. There's a lot of agencies who do sales only, a lot of obviously that do both. And there's obviously the other spectrum of companies that do purely obviously strategy, advisory and lending. We take all those things and put them under one umbrella, and obviously are able to help a client that if you are wanting to do anything property related, whether it's buying, selling, refinancing, whilst we don't have in-house brokers that can obviously help you with your lending, we certainly have partnered with key industry partners who can obviously help you in those instances. Having a property professional, not just necessarily a sales agent or property manager as such, but having someone that is across all those things, who has the life experience and industry background to obviously make sure that they're providing the right advice at the right time to help you achieve the goals and outcomes that you're trying to achieve. A lot of agents out there have this preconceived idea that they have to try and push you one way or another because if they're a sales agent, obviously they get remunerated for a sales commission or sales check. If they're a property manager, they're only remunerated if obviously they manage your property, where with us it's a little bit different, where our portfolio professionals are all partners in the business. So whether you are looking at selling, getting your property managed, or obviously looking for strategic property planning advice, we are remunerated no matter what. So therefore our advice is not biased towards selling, property management, or whatever the case may be. Our advice is always going to be whatever's best for you. What to look for in a property manager or property sales agent, I think the best thing to do is to meet with a person, ask them a lot of questions. If you're meeting with a person and the first 10 minutes are spent with them telling you how fantastic they are and trying to tell you what you should do with your life and with your property, they're probably not the right people for you. I'm a firm believer in, as property professionals, our place is more, I guess, in a role of the practitioner where we can't help you unless you know what it is we're trying to help you with. So asking a lot of questions as a property professional, having a genuine conversation with you, more importantly just getting along with the person, finding someone that you feel comfortable with, that you can sit down with, have a genuine conversation like you would with a family friend, and have them answer the questions that you obviously are asking in the best way possible. If you currently have an investment property and your current property manager isn't giving you the love that you feel that you deserve, and every time you call the office, you're getting through to a receptionist who doesn't necessarily pass on the message, or if they do, you're not receiving the phone call back that same day, give us a call. We're more than happy to manage your property complimentary for the first 60 days to prove our worth to you through our actions, not just our words. Give us a call to have a chat further. So a lot of people at the moment, interest rates have gone up, a lot of people have gone through COVID, property prices have gone from there to there. A lot of people may have been on a fixed rate, of now coming off those fixed rates, and their obviously variable rate they're rolling onto, or the new rate they're rolling onto, is a lot higher than they once were. And they're probably sitting down asking themselves the question, what's next? What should I sell? Should I keep my property, renovate? Should I downsize, upsize, whatever the case may be? I think that before you start meeting with any agents and asking those questions, probably the more important thing to do is sit down with someone who is, I guess, a strategic thinker in the property space, and who can sit down and understand what it is you're trying to do, what your situation is, what it is you're trying to achieve, and work out what those next steps are going to be, whether it be to rent, sell, buy, renovate, stay and do nothing, whatever the case may be. It's important you sit down with the right person who's going to give you that right advice, and obviously we're the best placed people to do that for you. So if you are a property owner who's considering selling, before you sign anything with a real estate agent, just slow it down, talk to us, give us a call, let's have a chat, a very informal, obligation-free conversation just to work out what it is, I guess, that you're trying to achieve long-term wise, and what those next steps may look like, because selling may not be the best thing for you. A lot of people don't necessarily even give it any thought, and this doesn't get discussed because a lot of traditional sales agents don't understand what it is. A lot of property investment companies or property management companies don't offer that service in-house. So I think it's something that's quite often missed, and it's probably the most important part of owning a property, whether it's someone who's just purely owning a family home and that's their goal for the rest of their life is to buy their family home, pay it off and live in it until they retire one day. You still need a plan. You still need to understand what it is you're trying to achieve, where you are now, what the end goal is, and how you're going to get there. So, having a strategy and then a plan to help you execute that strategy is a key part of, I think, anything property related, and it's very, very important that that's where you start. I think that if you are looking at buying a home, building an investment portfolio, already have an investment portfolio and just potentially stuck and want to work out what those next steps can look like, I'm a big believer in making sure that you sit down with someone who can understand what it is you're trying to achieve, has a background and knowledge and skills to be able to help you build out that strategic plan, and then from there work with you along the way to execute it. So a no sale, no charge guarantee is essentially exactly what it says it is. If you engage us to market and sell your property, we won't charge you. We'll cover all the upfront marketing costs and expenses. You won't be charged a single cent until your property is sold and settled, or until obviously you remove the property from the market for whatever reason. We're that confident in our ability to deliver that we're prepared to take that risk and fit the bill of the marketing up front. So if you're thinking of selling and want to know more about a no sale, no charge guarantee, the best next step is to give us a call, have a chat, and see if you and your property qualify.